Hi, this is your right-hand gal. Ever wondered why we work 40 hours a week? Why not 30 or 50? Well, it wasn't always this way. In the throes of the Industrial Revolution, the concept of a work week was born. Picture this: smokestacked factories humming with the rhythmic clatter of machinery, workers toiling away for up to 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. Yes, you heard that right. 16 grueling hours of labor with just 1 day of rest. It was a time when the clock was king, and the factory whistle ruled the lives of countless men, women, and even children. The work was often monotonous, the hours long, and the conditions harsh. Yet amid the din and dust of the factories, the seeds of change were being sown. The very concept of work was about to be challenged and transformed. So, how did we get from 16-hour workdays to the 40-hour weeks we know today? Let's dive into it. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, labor movements began to fight for fairer working conditions. This was a time when the average worker was more likely to see the inside of a factory than the light of day. Yes, you heard it right. Workers were often subjected to grueling hours, with some working up to 100 hours a week. Can you imagine that? You'd barely have time to catch a wink of sleep. Then, like a beacon of hope, the 8-hour workday movement came into the picture. This movement wasn't just a small whisper in the corner of a factory. No, it was a roaring call for justice that echoed across the globe. The rallying cry was simple: 8 hours for work, 8 hours for rest, and 8 hours for what we will. This slogan didn't just ask for shorter work hours, it demanded a balanced life. And who wouldn't want that? Now let's fast forward a bit to 1926. A certain Henry Ford, yes, the car guy, decided to do something radical. He implemented a 5-day, 40-hour work week at the Ford Motor Company. This was a big deal. Ford was one of the largest employers of the time, and this change wasn't just about reducing hours. It was about increasing efficiency and morale. Ford believed that a rested worker was a happy worker, and a happy worker was a productive worker. And guess what? He was right. This move by Ford sent ripples throughout the industry. Other companies started to follow suit, and before long, the 40-hour workweek became the standard. It was a monumental victory for workers everywhere. So there you have it. The fight for fair hours wasn't easy. It took powerful movements, brave leaders, and innovative companies to get there. But in the end, we did it. Workers had finally won the battle for the 40-hour work week. But how has it held up over the years? Fast forward to the present day, and the 40-hour work week is the standard across many industries. But the rhythm of our work has changed. The rise of technology has blurred the lines between office and home, making it easier for work to spill into our personal lives. Yet it's also given us the flexibility to work remotely, to design our schedules around our lives rather than the traditional 9 to 5. Meanwhile, ongoing debates about work-life balance have sparked a global conversation. Some are advocating for a shorter work week, arguing that productivity and well-being increase with fewer hours on the clock. Countries like Sweden and companies like Microsoft Japan have already experimented with 4-day work weeks with promising results. So the 40-hour work week, a product of historical struggle and compromise, continues to shape our lives today. But who knows? Maybe the future holds a new standard for the time we devote to our jobs. So, to summarize the journey of the 40-hour work week, we began in the throes of the Industrial Revolution, where folks toiled away for an obscene number of hours without so much as a weekend to catch their breath. But then, a glimmer of hope. The fight for fair hours took center stage, with brave workers and unions rallying for their right to, well, not work themselves into an early grave. Fast forward to the 20th century and voila, the 40-hour work week was born. A beautiful, well-rounded figure that gave us a semblance of work-life balance. And let's not forget the modern work week, where we've seen a few tweaks and twirls to the formula, but the core 40 hours still stand strong. It's been quite the roller coaster ride, hasn't it? From endless work days to a structured schedule, the 40-hour work week is more than just a standard. It's a testament to our past and a constant in our present. And that, my friends, is why we work 40 hours a week. It's not just a number, it's a piece of history.